YouTube and kids is a big issue. Children on YouTube are able to access inappropriate content which can scar them. That is when they are unmonitored. Children on YouTube need to be monitored, but who is it that needs to monitor them? The content creators? YouTube itself? The parents? In this video, we will be answering that question. This is relevant because children are still here and children can still find a way to gain access to inappropriate content. That inappropriate content can damage the child. According to James Bridle from TED Talk, most of these kids are not even able to use a website and are just hammering their fists in their screen at the most appealing thing that they see. There's even an autoplay feature where videos will just play after another for hours. But after a while, the videos start to get a little weird, where you may start from videos of Mickey Mouse counting and then eventually get to Mickey Mouse masturbating. The things we do not want our children seeing is violence or sexual content. Videos of cartoon characters getting assaulted or killed come up because software is just pulling up anything related to the previous video. Parents have reported that their children are afraid of their favorite cartoon characters. Content creators can always think about how their content may affect children and their audience. However, if they clarify and mark their content as not for kids, then they have no obligation to think about children and their audience. They only have an obligation to follow the YouTube guidelines for content creators that make videos for a more mature audience. According to the YouTube policies and guidelines, YouTube asks creators publishing content where children are the primary audience or where the video is directed at children to mark their content as made for kids to ensure you are complying with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, also known as COPPA, and other applicable laws. So it is not the responsibility of the content creator to not post videos that may be inappropriate for a child unless their channel is marked as made for kids. YouTube has made YouTube Kids, where children can be restricted to only family-friendly videos made by people who comply with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. The videos will be deemed appropriate for kids or not by humans and not software. According to YouTube official blog, there is a timer for a parent to manage how long a child can spend on the app, as well as an option to remove the search bar. And there is a place to even give feedback to YouTube Kids to make sure to always be improving where they can. This is YouTube doing everything they can to keep inappropriate videos out of the range of children. I now would like you to hear some interviews I conducted. Do you think you have an obligation to monitor what your child is watching on YouTube? If so, why? If not, why not?
I believe yes, because at the end of the day, it's your parenting style, and by allowing your kid to watch YouTube unmonitored, you're pretty much agreeing to whatever risks that might come with that, including them seeing something inappropriate.
Well, a lot of that is in the bringing up of a kid. I'm hoping that at some point they're self-monitoring as well, but I think you do need to check in every now and again to see what they are doing. So I guess the answer to that would be yes, no.
Yes, it's my responsibility to monitor my kids, but also just, for example, YouTube itself should also be aware of what people are posting in that website and should be responsible for what it's been posted or allowed to be posted.
You absolutely have an obligation to monitor what your child is watching on YouTube for the simple fact that it is your child and you're the one allowing them access to the internet and to YouTube. So it's your responsibility, as much as it is YouTube's, to check what they're watching and talk to them about it.
Children can still make new accounts on YouTube and get past the age restriction so that they can get access to inappropriate videos. This is not a problem for YouTube or content creators anymore. This is in the hands of the parents now. To make a fire, you need all three of these things: heat, fuel, and oxygen. If all are not there, then there is no fire. Parents, I can understand how hard it is not to blame the content creators for having content that is inappropriate for your child, because it seems that as soon as they popped up in your child's world, they have caused nothing but trouble. However, YouTube cannot come to your house and watch your kids. YouTube clearly states that YouTube Kids is for children 13 and below, and that every video on there has been filtered not by a software, but by a human. Not only that, but content creators who put their content as made for kids have to agree to the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act and other applicable laws. So the only way that your children will be able to access inappropriate content to your standards on YouTube is if they were to make a new account and lie about their age. YouTube cannot control that, and content creators cannot control that. The only person that can control that is you as a parent by checking your child's watch history to see what they are watching. If you are not able to stop them from watching videos on YouTube that is deemed inappropriate by you, it is not anyone else's fault but yours. You're allowing your child to still have access to YouTube in the first place. That is the issue in itself if you cannot control them. YouTube is putting effort into securing a safe place for children to be on YouTube Kids, and content creators are obligated to do so as well. If they create content for YouTube Kids, they are obligated to do so as well. What they are doing means nothing if a child makes a new account and lies about their age and isn't stopped due to the monitoring from the parents. Everyone has to do their part to make a safe place for children online. And that means you too, parents. It has to not just be one of us or two of us. It has to be all three. It has to be YouTube, content creators, and parents. If we cannot all come together and do our responsibilities to keep these children safe on YouTube, then there is no safe space on YouTube for children.